Myths and legends. Things that chill our bones and tickle our curiosity. Reality, or just something we inherited through history. Are you ready to find out about something new? I assume that only a few people never heard of the fairy rings. For those who don't know what it is, let me clarify. If you ever walk through the countryside in the summer or fall, perhaps you noticed mushrooms growing in a wide circle. They are mostly white mushrooms, and the diameter of the circle can range up to 10 feet, so it is not hard for you to notice it. Through the world, these mushroom rings or fairy rings are often linked to magical creatures. Some say that it is a portal to another dimension. Some say that it is a safe barrier where fairies gather at night. Here, in Croatian Zagorje, the fairy ring holds a slightly different story. So, sit back and let me bring you back to the time when the world was still filled with magic. Once upon a time, there lived a young girl named Kata. Both Kata's parents died when she was just a baby, so she was taken in by her aunt and uncle. Kata's uncle was a bad man who forced her to work hard for her bread and made her feel unwelcome in his home. But Kata's aunt was kind. The story goes that her aunt would tell her stories of an old goddess of nature, Cvjeta, every night before bedtime. Cvjeta was also known as the Queen of Flowers. The legend goes that the Queen of Flowers will appear only to good children. If a child was worthy of her attention, Cvjeta would show her physical form on the border of a forest and talk to the child, giving it her blessing. It is also said that Cvjeta is the most beautiful woman one has ever seen, with flawless skin and golden hair and flowers growing beneath her every step. Mesmerized by stories her aunt told her, Kata would look for Queen of Flowers every single day when she would take the geese out to pasture. As her aunt told her, one could call upon Queen of Flowers by singing beautiful songs, so Kata sang every single day, hoping to be the one to see Cvjeta. One day, Kata was forced to take the geese out to pasture right before the upcoming storm, and although her aunt begged her husband not to let Kata go out in the bad weather, he wouldn't take no for an answer. So, Kata took the geese and ventured to the nearby field that was located right next to a forest. She sang loudly as she sat beneath a tree while thunder filled the sky. Suddenly, as the rain started falling from the sky, Kata noticed a movement by a nearby tree. It was Cvjeta. It is said that the most beautiful flowers grew around her and beneath her and everywhere she touched the ground. At that moment, as Kata stood up in excitement, lightning struck the tree she was holding onto and killed her immediately, as well as the geese around her, forming a white circle. It is said that in that moment, the Queen of Flowers felt pity for the little girl. She kneeled by her lifeless body and turned the geese into white mushrooms, forming a magic circle around Kata's body. With that, Cvjeta created a magical ground within the circle in which Kata's spirit would live on. And she gave her a purpose, one she would proudly carry on for all of eternity. For the end, you will hear a true story told by a woman who had a close encounter with Kata's ghost when she was just a child. For the sake of keeping her identity, the name in the story will be changed. Irena was a girl growing up in a village in which she was the only child her age. She didn't have anyone to play with, so she often spent the time alone, having her dog Bonnie as her only companion. They would often play in the field by the forest, where she would pick flowers and look for mushrooms. One day, as she was picking wild strawberries, she noticed something she had never seen before. a beautiful circle made of white mushrooms. Irena says that she has always had a rich imagination, so she entered the mushroom circle, pretending she was in a magical fairyland. It is important to mention that by that point, Irena never heard the story of Kata or the Queen of Flowers. As she sat down in the circle, Bonnie started barking but wouldn't come closer. She found that a bit odd, but continued playing. At that moment, she suddenly felt a soft breeze blowing around her, although not a single grass or leaf moved around her. Irena says that the air was filled with the most beautiful smell of flowers she has ever smelled. Suddenly she noticed a slight movement in the forest, only to see a beautiful woman looking at her from the distance. Not knowing who the woman was, Irena stood up and quickly ran home. That night, Kata appeared in her dream. She said that the dream was so real as if she was taken to another time. She dreamed that she sat on the mushroom circle with Kata, who told her the whole story about her life, death, and everything that came afterward. By the end of the dream, Kata told her that she will grant her one wish and that she can ask for anything her heart desires. As she was just a child, she didn't wish for fortune or fame, but for a friend in a village for her to play with. With that said, Irena woke up. That same morning, she was told by her mother the new neighbors just moved into the house next to theirs and that they had a daughter her age. The whole family was shocked because the neighbor's house was empty for years and no one told them someone was moving in. It was in that moment that Irena told her mother about the mushroom ring and her dream. Excited and grateful for the wish she was granted by Kata, Irena rushed to the field to find the mushroom circle, but the circle was gone. In the end, Irena got the thing she desired the most, a friend for life, and a sighting of the Queen of Flowers, the purest and most beautiful goddess of nature that appears only to the children who are pure by heart. So, there you have it. Kata, the Queen of Flowers, and the Fairy Ring. Myth or reality? It is up to you to decide if you want to believe it or not. And remember, there is always something lurking out there, just waiting to grant you a wish. Hi guys, as usual, thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, everything that you're doing and continue doing so. If you like this video, please share it with your friends, it helps a lot. So this time in the solo act, my name is Jelena Hrvoj and you have been listening to one of Croatia's myths and legends. So guys, hear you, listen to you, see you something next week. Bye!